Hi everyone. Today we are going to look into the seventh scene of the second act of Merchant of Venice. The first thing that we are going to look into is the setting of the scene and the characters present here. This scene takes place in Portia's house, and the characters here in this scene are Portia, Prince of Morocco, and the other trains. Now let us look into the storyline. This scene is the first of the three scenes of Cascad's story. Despite being aware of the tough conditions, Prince of Morocco decides to take up a lottery. The prince begins his survey of the three caskets, reading the inscriptions on each and trying to judge which of the three caskets has Portia's portrait in it. The inscriptions on both lead and silver do not seem appealing to the prince. According to him, the portrait of a lady as beautiful as Portia cannot be in a casket made of any metal inferior to gold. The inscription in the golden casket read, "Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire." He feels that he deserves Portia by his noble birth and on account of his qualities and his love for her. When Morocco unlocks the golden casket, he finds a skull inside with a scroll in its empty eye. Morocco is so disappointed at his failure that he leaves immediately. These are the writings in the scroll inside each casket. Now, the characterization of Prince of Morocco. By the choice of Prince of Morocco, we can make out that he is somebody who believes in appearance. He is driven by his pride. This is evident when he says, "As much as I deserve, why, that's the lady. I do in birth deserve her, and in fortunes, in graces, and in qualities of breeding." However, he lacks the courage to risk anything for the sake of love. So, he rejects the lead casket. His self-centered attitude makes him reject the silver one too. Finally, his attitude of getting attracted to things as per the appearances and his pride made him choose the wrong casket. Now let us look into the characterization of Portia. In this scene, we find Portia to be happy with the wrong choice made by Morocco. This is evident in her line, "A gentle riddance." Morocco's pride and arrogance is repulsive to her. Now the theme of appearance versus reality. This scene illustrates the theme of appearance versus reality. Morocco, dazzled and impressed by the shine of gold, mistakes outward appearance of inner worth. He thinks, "Never so rich a gem was set in worse than gold." Shakespeare's moral is clear, that is wealth and sensory beauty, symbolized here by gold, are transitory. There is difference between appearance and reality. Morocco fails to understand this, resulting in his failure to win Portia. The ambiguity of inscriptions. The inscriptions in all three caskets are ambiguous, thus have many interpretations. Portia's portrait could have been anywhere, and there is nothing wrong in the interpretation of Morocco. The only fact is Portia's portrait is not inside the golden casket. Even though we have ambiguity of inscriptions here, but we need to remember that Shakespeare's morals are clear as per the choices made by the different suitors. Test of character. Each interpretation of the inscriptions and the choices made by the suitors exhibit the attitude and the character of the choosers. In this scene, we can see that Prince of Morocco is prompted by his pride and arrogance. The overall setting. The setting of the scene is ceremonial with a colorful and theatrical spectacle. The Prince of Morocco's entry is marked by the blowing of trumpets and a long line of servants. Shakespeare has used the imagery of the three metals, lead, gold, and silver, depicting equity, riches, and purity respectively. The skull symbolizes death and serves as a reminder that all material things are destined to be reduced to ashes. Thank you.